They've been a spectacular series, the beginning of the NHL playoffs first round. Kings situation, they've let Edmonton back in the series. They've gone back to Los Angeles, and now they're facing a must-win game. They're down 3-2. I will tell you, this Edmonton-LA series has just been a test of wills. Both teams got goal scorers that scare you every time they fly into the zone. Leon Draisaitl has just been unstoppable for Edmonton. The Oilers superstar Connor McDavid is so big, so fast, so dangerous. Edmonton's shortcoming, young, shaky goaltender. Kings goaltenders are getting peppered with a lot of shots. Two guys that I've not seen as much from that I really thought would step up and have to step up to propel the Kings into the second round. They need more from Anze Kopitar. They need more from Adrian Kempe. They've not gotten it yet. Must-win game there. The Ducks season is over. They've begun fixing everything that's wrong. And I was a little bit surprised that the story came out as quickly as it did. The Ducks have not hired a head coach yet, but they have hired a coach for the San Diego Gulls coming off a miserable 20-win season. His name is Matt McIntyre. He comes from Germany. He won 4 straight championships with Red Bull Salzburg in the German Pro League. 4 straight titles in a row. Was an assistant coach prior to that with other clubs. Has had a lot of success coaching in Europe. Young guy, smart guy. That's good. Got a track record here. Resume looks good to me. Doesn't mean a hill of beans if the general manager of the Anaheim Ducks does not give him better players than what we saw run through at the sports arena this past winter. But Matt McIntyre, good track record, and now it's up to Pat Verbeek to get young players in here and maybe sign a few veteran guys who can stabilize your roster for the Ducks to be good. So on we go, NHL playoffs, and aside from the Kings-Oilers series, because I've been glued to that, and I've been doing split screen because I'm also looking at my Maple Leafs against the Tampa Lightning, and that's take no prisoner warfare hockey too. So first round of the NHL playoffs have really been cool.
Yeah, so I was watching the Edmonton series, and you remember in Game 4, Edmonton was up 3-0, or excuse me, the other way around. The Kings were up 3-0, and then Edmonton came roaring back. I mean, that's been a tremendous series. But the other angle, I think, with the Ducks, and I saw this, I think you had responded to someone on Twitter that they're clearing house, not just with a lot of their players and coaches, but they're let go one of their announcers.
Yeah, which really surprised me. I don't know the story behind the story, but sometimes that's economics and all that. But they're going. The NHL lottery is in mid-May, and they have the best chance of anybody in the league to get the number 1 pick. And the number 1 pick is Cam Bedard, young goal-scoring phenom from the Regina Pats of the Western Hockey League. Now, the only way he makes it here is with the Ducks, because if he can't make the NHL roster as a first-year player, he doesn't come to San Diego. He goes back to the Canadian Junior League as an underage drafted player. But if they get him to go with Trevor Zegras, to go with Jamie Drysdale, they've got themselves, Mason McTavish also, they've got themselves a small core of really young guys that can play in the NHL at this level. But they need a lot more players and need a lot more productivity. They are going to have a fair amount of salary cap space too going forward. So that's what May and that's what June will be like as we go towards the NHL draft. So then the next thing is not just are the Kings taking the step to the next round. The next thing will be the NHL draft lottery. And do the Ducks get lucky, and do they get Bedard, who they say is a generational player, to put